Right, let me check it first, so I could be sure that everything's going okay. Oh yeah, I don't actually like the quality of the image, but that's what we got. So basically today we're going to discuss WWDC 2026, right? And it's going to start just in 25 minutes. Yeah, so we got not that much time yet. But basically, I'd like to discuss what we could expect today. I guess many leaks say that this particular event will be dedicated to bug fixing, because apparently latest releases of Mac OS, iPhone OS, iPad OS, and so on, they've been not that smooth. And it's not about the redesign only, but I guess many people were facing with many kind of problems and glitches. And I guess in a long term distance, this particular update was quite raw, I would say, yeah. So it wasn't cooked enough, so it was quite hard to swallow. But anyway, I guess this time Apple should fix everything. They already had this particular not the great start before, when they were launching one of their X versions of macOS. They were calling it those times the macOS as some cat's names they were giving them. But now, and that day was the specific day when they decided, well, this specific event will be dedicated to bug fixes. So maybe for today, they will do something the same for that. Yeah, and I have to set up my chat here. As always, it's not set up, but I guess we'll figure it out. Because I've got in my OBS studio the chat specific window, and I have to put their text manually, so it doesn't support copy paste feature basically. And I hate it so much, Oh no, it supports it, but from the dialog menu. Well, it makes many things easier, apparently. Yeah, and password, right? Okay, and I should be able to see the chat. I don't expect that somebody will chat with me today, because it's my first translation here. Yeah, and I'm going to set it for not the most interesting comments. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, I guess it's the top list. Sure, of course. Well, bug fixes. I guess, as you can see here on the back side, we will be getting some kind of blurry version of the stream, because apparently the broadcast won't be allowed. It might be illegal to use the sound and the image in the high quality. So I guess basically we will be able to transform it as it is here. So basically I will use my iPad, and you will understand somehow in what time we are watching it now. But basically will be only my face and nothing else. And after they will finish, we will pause some moments and see some pictures, images. So basically I've got two scenes. This specific one is for discussing the event, when we will be making poses on specific time, and this one for the general stuff, right? So what next? if we will fix bugs, but maybe we will get some new features. Actually, yes, and pretty of them, but that was the set of features which we expected 2 years ago. Oh my god, it's even before the iPhone 16 release. So basically, it's all about Siri. They said that it's going to be the Apple Intelligence feature, but turns out that they couldn't deliver that feature at the specific year, and we've been waiting for 2 years to try it out. And now, as we know, they made some I don't know, connection with Google, so to reuse the AI model called Gemini to power the Siri. And I hope it will help them, definitely, because Gemini, I can't say that it's the best model in all of the cases. There is some competition between them, but it's a great model, and I guess it integrates all those chain companies again and again. Yeah, as you know, Google pays to Apple some huge amount of money just to be the first search engine on the iPhone, because they were so afraid at the moment that Apple might create their own search engine before creating their own browser called Safari. And here we are right now. So they are going to pay Google, the Apple going to pay Google some amount of money too. Not that huge, I guess. A little less, but for using Gemini, power. And basically, based on the leaks, we can see that Siri will be removed from this glowing animation, as you know, probably, to something which will be appearing in the dynamic highlight, as you know. I really like that animation. It felt so futuristic, but no, unfortunately, we're going to see that in the dynamic island, and it will be quite glassy, translucent, liquid, as we already know. I guess they will also might change the liquid glass effects here and there, but I don't expect that much. I guess they will keep on that style for some several years or so. They will stick with that. Maybe they will add more blur to the system, but I guess the whole idea with that glass effect they will keep that, definitely. So also we're expecting to see some new features for camera. So basically, when you open the camera, you can see some controls here and there. Yeah, here. And now it's only be set basically in separate application called settings. So there you should navigate the camera and set it all right there. But Apple going to make it easier and improve their basic camera app to set up like the most needed features. So now they hide them all. Like, for example, here I should click to open all the settings in one menu. And it can be not that convenient, but just instead of having like a little bar somewhere. So I definitely expect to see that, because they've been improving camera app on the previous year, and this year I guess won't be an exception. Also photo editing tools. I guess they will bring more AI to that area, because 2 years ago they brought the magic editor feature, so it could remove objects on the image, and it basically was removal, but it wasn't that smooth. It was, I guess many people could say that it was the worst one on the market upon the smartphones. So Samsung felt like they really nailed that feature, because it could like redraw the whole part of the face, and basically they had all those features like drawing objects and adding more space around the photo. Yeah, to exaggerate it a little. And now I guess that set of features iPhone will get too today. We will see how it works. Yeah, maybe AI wallpaper generation. I guess that's not a super cool feature because I don't expect to see that, but many people they will say that they will get it, as Google added that feature of creating your own wallpapers, and Samsung recently did it, but they generate low quality wallpapers, and that's why I don't like that feature at all. Apple is great in creating their own animated wallpapers, or with some other features like moving in 3D effects or animating when you turn on and turn off the phone, etc. etc. So just adding that feature, I don't see that they will do that because basically I don't need that. Yeah, because it's just a basic feature of creating an image. It's already been in their separate application. Oh, God, give me the memory. How it's been called? Playground. Yeah, it's been a playground feature. So you could generate their images of you in some different settings and different clothes and so on. And it didn't work quite well. So probably they will improve the power of Playground by adding the Gemini and maybe add some features based on that. So as you can see here, the whole presentation is going to be dedicated to AI, I think. Apple's trying to sat on that train of hype and they're trying to reach their own hype train level. I don't know. Their hills. So what else? Yeah, the sad news is that they probably will drop the support of iPhone 11. Unfortunately, it was the first generation when they represented the true Pro iPhone, which featured the third camera for like ultra wide capabilities, and that was wonderful. It was wonderful, but I guess the 26, yeah, iOS 26 was the last one for iPhone 11 because we've got some points here and there, like making it a prescription of that fact, because they already lost some specific features on that model last year. Basically, 3D animating feature when you can click specific button in the gallery and make your photo turn it into special photo and rotate it like from side to side. iPhone 11 didn't get it, and probably because their chip doesn't work well with that, or they don't have enough power to power that part. My iPhone 15 Pro Max still is getting super hot when I'm trying to use all those tools. Basically, I can't stay in the settings of my wallpaper for long because my phone getting so hot. It's like processing a lot of data and information there. Maybe they will improve that part because it's not okay that just setting a wallpaper takes so a lot of energy, I guess. Yeah, for macOS, I don't know much what to expect there, basically. Yeah, let me check briefly. Yeah, we've got only 10 minutes before starting. So macOS, I don't know what they can add there. I guess some people know that we may need some little features here and there, but macOS, it turned out to be so smooth actually. Even macOS 26 didn't ruin it. Anyhow, I really like that we've got the specific menu here to set up our widgets on the control center. Yeah, it's called control center. Because I felt like when they add the feature on iPhone in iOS 18, as far as I remember, I thought, well, it feels like it's the best place to put it there and update it simultaneously, but they didn't. And then they add the feature, and I don't know what else. how else can you improve the macOS? The same goes for Apple Watch. I don't know what they can improve there. Some leaks telling that they may improve the heart rate algorithms, uh, capabilities, but I'm not sure how bad do they work right now. I guess they're quite accurate even now, but who knows? We definitely know that macOS coming back again to that will lose support for Intel chips, unfortunately. So I guess it's MacBooks which been released in 2019. So it's kind of the same year as the iPhone 11 been released, basically. Yeah, I guess that's not a problem of Intel chips, but it's a matter of update cycle of Apple products, basically. Because they released their M1 chip, as far as I remember, in 2020. Yeah, and they were keeping that for the whole year, almost the whole year, it seems like. So my MacBook Pro works. It's powered by M1 Pro chip. So I guess it takes me only 1 year from this day to update it, or I can lose my support. But for now, for today, we're losing the Intel chips. And we also may suggest the new name of the macOS. It might be Big Bear. It's the name of the lake in the California, and they've been using some particular places here and there to name their operating systems recently. But now, maybe because they they moved to liquid glass, they may use some lake names for that for operating systems. So the first one was the Tahoe, and the second one might be a Big Bear. Yeah. Sounds kind of great, but I don't know what to say about it. I don't know how to reveals the whole idea about it. Specifically, I really like Sequoia actually. I don't know, maybe it's the deck tail syndrome. I don't know. But anyway, on the Apple Watch, we may expect the new watch faces. They said that basic Apple Watch, like the whole lineup except maybe Series 6, they will drop their support. Probably will get a specific watch face which allows you to have a lot of like data on your wrist, and it's kind of handy because as far as I know, the basic Apple Watch, they can place like around 7 digits on their watch, and it's so handy to check here the essential information. As I, for example, living in Dubai, I always check in the temperature outside, the DV levels. Is it called DV? Yeah, the sun strength. Let's call it like that. The power, my sleep schedule, and so on. And also, yeah, a lot of features, basically a lot of. And it's really handy. That's why I don't really expect they to drop that huge let's call it feature which uppers the Apple Watch against other watches, because they can't suggest anything else that much as the bold, mannish, I don't know, design, too professional, too, I don't know, expensive looking, instead of that little rock as a usual Apple Watch. It looks more brutal, let's call it like that. Yeah, that's their real part. But recently their basic Apple Watch got that huge screens, so they all of the size of Apple Watch, so maybe that's the reason. Who knows? Yeah, and we also may expect some new devices, the leakers say, but I don't think so. I guess this specific day will be dedicated only to new operating systems, and they won't present us like their HomePod device. They've been teasing and talking about it so much. I mean, the leakers, but they still didn't release it yet because we have lack of great Siri. We're waiting for that so badly. Yeah, Siri, stop it. Yeah, so can you? Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't like to get in that situation anymore. But anyway, let me check that the sound level is turned on, right? Yeah. It's 4 minutes left. Oh my god. I hope I set up everything well, and I will be able to check like the whole presentation. Yeah. If I add the new page here. Yeah, I may lose a little myself here and there. Yeah, right. So let me set up. It's a little quick to watch it and to see the chat basically. Oh, it's not that easy actually. Yeah, let me hide it just the main window. And okay, yeah, it's only 3 minutes left. Yeah, and I guess the power saving mods may disturb us a little. And we're ready to watch it. You won't hear it, unfortunately, but well, it's the rules of this game. But I will be commenting it, and you can share that experience with me as I'm sitting in your room and sharing my thoughts. And we will see what actually can we say about it. I really like that glowing animation. That animation still didn't start yet, but I hope we will see it running very soon. Yeah, only 3 minutes left. Oh my god. I'm really excited. I always excited when the presentation starts. Yeah, because it's not always a specific thing that drives us crazy. But again, you never know how big this or that year is. And taking into account that this year specifically will be all about Siri and AI for the first time, I guess. Apple didn't give that much attention to AI recently, but I guess this time, it will be all about AI, because instead they will be lagging behind. Feels like they already a little lagging behind, and I expect them to gain their popularity back again, because we all want that their devices would be much more popular. They could suggest us new important features. And I basically would really expect improvements. Oh, yeah. We're starting. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you can hear it. Yeah. I don't know what specific sound you can hear, but I really like this song. Yeah, and we're starting. Oh my god, these glowing animations. Yeah, let's go. Let's go live. Yeah, and could you play it, please? Drop the Bluetooth connection. Thank you very much. Yeah. Just checking the sound once again. Oh yeah, rise and shine, baby. That's such a beautiful animation. I'm always amazed how they always find some way to represent the apple again and again, like any kind of glowing animation. Yeah, this time it's awesome. So metally. Nice song. Yeah, for this time they decided to film a little around. Oh, and hello Tim Cook. The last time for Tim Cook to appear. Because next one will be carried by another guy. I still didn't learn his name. Yeah. Yeah, he boasted about their support by community and how many applications were uploaded to their app store. Yeah, showing some specific products with people. Yeah, many people say that it's the not essential thing to say, but it's the part of their values, basically. They just remind us what their values are, and I really value it. It's not always, it's for me, it's not the part to cut. Yeah, they showed that the iPhone being in the space recently. That's really amazing. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that actually the iPad showing the picture a little faster than my laptop, but okay. Oh, let's see the crack. Yeah, he's the head of the software department. Yeah. I really like their choice of style. So like, yeah, crack. Software engineer crack. This man doesn't age, isn't it? Isn't he? Trust and safety. Yeah, for kids. Oh, that's great to hear. Quite handy. And Apple Intelligence, sure, of course. Yeah. Oh, nice image of 27 OS. Kind of bold choice of colors, so we can see the brown and bluish and yeah, dark pink. Conventional name. Oh, the story about the name of the OS. Yeah, their specific bus with which they've been traveling across South America. The moon? No. Trying to guess. Big bear? Is it a big bear? Is it a big bear? Oh my god, they showed that car in real life. Cool. I guess Steve Jobs would appreciate it. His energy. Oh, Golden Gate. No? Golden Gate, so leaks were not true. Golden Gate, quite interesting name. School home improvements, okay. Show me. Okay, he makes some tensions for me. So the first feature, Greg, show us. Big operating systems built on not the set of features as he said, but on the little details. Yeah, so it's trusted leakers say that they will fix in bugs first and foremost. More polished experience. Yeah, so many features. Nice dress, actually. Really like the office. Maybe it's not a real office, but I really like their design, yeah. So what's improvements in the design, first of all? Let's check it out. Shabham, director, human interface. Oh, that's a dream job guy, yeah. For this year, you will be improving the liquid glass, right? I can't live with two screens, guys. It's quite hard. Trying not to watch on that, look at that, but to see my main screen, to understand everything. Yeah, they improved readability. Depth separation, okay. Yeah, you noticed that we would like to choose between them. Yeah, and you added a slider. We expected that, basically. I guess it's been leaked, or it's already been in the system. Yeah, you can dim it. Sure, you're trying to skip the liquid glass as the bad page of your story, right? I understand it, unfortunately, yeah. That update was beautiful from the first start, but now we can see that people didn't like that much. But I like that they improved the UI in those little bubbles. Oh, they also added some lines between those bubbles as been before, so we could see like separate the content and the UI. So basically, as you've been saying last time, it's not always great when your content and your UI translusively integrates to each other. Yeah, they should be separate, unfortunately. Every window has the corners correct. Okay, I noticed that inconsistency. This here. Oh, they're improving icons even further. Yeah, that really makes icons even more interesting, actually. Yeah, clear looks better. They're not that 1D level-ish icons anymore. Yeah. I really like the wallpapers. Responsiveness. Oh yeah. System animations. They updated system animations on the iPhone and macOS. It was really important because basically all these years it felt like animations goes before the responsive input. So they say it's 30% faster will be. Preload data. Okay. So they say the system will be working faster. Maybe they will keep it for iPhone 11 in this case, if you're improving it in that way. Faster loading new captures and photos on 70%, 80% faster airdrop transfers. Yeah. I can't say it's been slow. Yeah. CPU scheduler. Oh, great feature. So they say it's been updated on the software level, so it may improve all the iPhones to be more smooth than they used to be, because many people even complaining on iPhone 13th that it's not that smooth working when it has an old battery or full gallery of photos. Yeah, maybe it will improve performance. I hope so. Maybe they won't drop the support of iPhone 11. iPhone 11, they won't drop the support. Yes, as I expected. It's a quite great news actually. So they fixing the errors of the previous operating system, which also was available for iPhone 11. And now experience on iPhone 11 should be much more smooth. iPhone 11 really needed that. iPhone 12 too, I guess. Really grateful. Great job. We really value Apple for their long-term support, even for iPhone 11 being released in 2019. So it's like, oh, for me it's glitched, the translation, for some reason. I'm trying to reboot it. Yeah, as I said, trying to listen. Okay. So they're improving their messages app to send image and then send the message. Yeah, because before if you didn't send the image, you couldn't send next, like the text message. It wasn't that convenient, but now it will be. Also great improvement. Not lagging behind. And for some reason, it doesn't work that fast for me on my computer. I see that on my iPad it runs faster. So they improved their search engine in their browser. Oh, mail maybe. I guess it's across the system, so it's easier understands where's the image, where's text, what's written on that, what's depicted on that. Yeah, it's a great setup for operating system and the gallery. Android can join the albums in the gallery. And some update for women actually. I just don't understand much here. Equalizer for AirPods. That's wonderful. It's not super detailed, but at least it's something. I guess many people will appreciate it. More depth in immersive photos. They didn't forget about the Vision Pro. I really like that device. It's so expensive, but maybe one day I will buy it. Oh, they improved their maps images. That's why they've been moving in their Apple Car or something like that, taking photos of all the popular cities and trying to improve their data set. Yeah, and cities look much better. Great 3D models there. I never tried that feature. I should try it. So that's it. We're getting back to crack. Nice wallpapers. Like it. It's actually quite similar across all the systems. Before that, they didn't do that. They used to have like separate featured wallpapers, but now they all similar. Maybe I don't like it that much. Maybe they're trying to underline the fact that the whole system kind of united by the new design, by ideas and so on. Crash detection. So we get some kids improvements, their kids mode on their devices. child experts had their hands on this thing, so to help them improve their technology used by kids. Okay. It's quite hard for me actually to speak in English and to listen in English simultaneously and comment it. It's a really great skill actually to improve. Yeah, child account was already there for several years actually. It's already been blocking the adult websites and so on. Yeah, it's already been there, but what's new actually? Yeah, what content kids can see, to who they talk to, what access do they have, and guide parents' ability to guide kids. Okay. Can see. Start focused feature and add over time. Okay. Yeah, so we can now, I guess, work with the, yeah, how it's called, modes. Don't disturb mode, personal mode, work mode. You know all those features on iPhone. So now you can change them on the kids tag, so you could separate some applications as far as I understand. New app explain everything. Oh no, it's just an example. Okay. Improvements of appearance. Improving. Kids now can ask what that website they can visit. That's interesting. I guess it might be a little tough because, well, I guess basically they add some allow and disallow list of websites. Yeah. Okay, two main big features. And also we can now improve the kids' contacts awareness, I guess. So now they allow to block users and hide the nude content there. Okay. So basically, they released iPhone 17e maybe, and now I guess they will push those kids' features there, because parents apparently will buy 16e for their kids. They won't give them their Pro phones because it might be too expensive to fix, I guess. So they got the recommendations. How much time should kids spend time in applications itself? Yeah, and the recommendations updated according to the science. Okay, some science studies. Under 13, they suggest kids don't use social media. I guess that restriction could last even longer, because for teenage girls, presence in Instagram might be quite unexpectedly inconsistent in their mood, in their attitude to life, I guess. Yeah. Even for adults, it's quite hard to present there sometimes. Oh, I'm surprised that they didn't have before a feature separating some specific apps based on the schedule. I don't know, I never tried that feature, I just tried it on the Google, but now they improved that to the Google level, I guess. So that's great. That feature in the Google parent care system already been released recently. Yeah, more controls on pausing device use. That's quite handy. Buttons placed quite more intuitive. I feel like that they nailed in the UI design it better than Google, because in Google's version of application it might be a little tough to find some things here and there. So they got some API for sensitive content to improve the third-party apps experience. That's great. Permission kit, declared age range API. Great. Based on the child age, we can change some features in the app, they say. Interesting. They also update their website for those features, so we can check it too together, I guess. Yeah, and now AI. So it's already been how much time? Half an hour. So Apple, they didn't dedicate a whole presentation to AI. At least half of that been dedicated to new features in quite great areas. It's not like Google does, for example, because Google fully dedicated this summer for AI features. Yeah. And for whole spring. I don't know, maybe it's because they don't have that much to show today. But I appreciate that they separate those features. Because of course, they might be connected with AI, but they sell it to the customer as we does easier. New architecture of AI. An entirely new Siri, finally! Entirely new Siri. And more useful apps. Let's start with boring part, architecture. Apple Foundation models. Yeah, Gemini, woo! Finally! So they unite them, they show us next generation Apple Foundation models. And of course they run them on device and they're on their server. Sure, they had no excuse of that. They tried to put everything on their devices. No, it doesn't work like that in now age. Yeah, they improved their image generation. Yeah, so I was right about it. So it's been powered by four improvements there. Better dictation, language understands, expressive voices. Yeah, that's what Siri needed. Word node action, on-screen awareness. Good. System orchestrator. Apple Intelligence uses Spotlight. That's wonderful. Apple Intelligence now works with web to generate answers. That's cool. It's always been asking, should I search it in the internet? Yes, please do that. Improvements on screen awareness. That's great. So it's all about architecture. It's not all about specific features. So on-device processing and cloud compute to make privacy for the user, they say. Okay, they think they will do it better than others. We'll see. All new Siri, finally show us new Siri. What actually can it do? We've been waiting for that for 2 years. Oh my god, finally we are here on this specific moment. Unbelievable. I guess their stocks high raising now. Microquell. So it comes from Siri plus Apple Intelligence. Okay. Siri. Siri is more conversational now. And more capable assistant, they say. Finally, Steve Jobs maybe could be proud of you. But we will see. It is just our expectations and still some slides with text. But now I trust them. I trust them because they already spoiled the previous version of presenting us a new Siri. Yeah, and it works from the господи, oh my god, island, from the island, yeah. Really like the new interface. Oh my god, it's so nice looking, so glassy. They finally updated their island. I forgot the name of it, full name of it. So they found tickets. So it uses context of her previous message to sign up for some event. That's great. Wonderful. Will it work on the iPhone 15? That's the main question here. On iPhone 14 Pro? Oh, it understood what music to turn on. That's wonderful. But it's been already there, as far as I understand. Yeah, screen awareness feature. Siri can identify the location of the photo based by photo, so that guy which can find any place on the map is no needed for us. Maybe he's been training all those models all this time. So Siri checks her messages to find some information there. Finally, yes, Siri here looks wonderful from his screen. Now he holds his phone basically, and Siri reacts on his questions. That's wonderful. That really shows us what Siri actually can do in real life. It's a real life case usage. They didn't show us that last time, like 2 years ago. Looks wonderful. Really like the new dynamic island interface. It's so glassy. I always thought why they didn't update the dynamic island, because it looked so oldish on the iPhone before all of that. New words for Siri. I really like hearing Siri that's more human-like sounding. So we can change the pace, expressiveness of her. Wonderful. Handy. Even more. Yeah, so they added new gesture to access Siri. Show us, man. Wonderful. Working. and it used Wikipedia to generate an answer. Included images, yeah, text. It looks wonderful, guys. Steve Jobs would appreciate it. That's what Siri should be from the first time. And they finally feels like delivered it. Got it. God, oh my god. It's all across all the devices. I see those examples and it's fascinating. So he created the menu for her daughter, for some party, and it's all been united in the specific thing. And Siri can now send that message to the message app, for example, to share it with its generation across some devices, some applications. It's wonderful. Ready to send it? Yeah, we're ready. It's copy and pasted the text. Yeah, it looks perfect, guy. Yeah. Man, I'm so happy with that. But it still waits from you the response, are you ready to send that message? And it works so smooth on iPhone 17, I see. That's just pure magic. I really like the Spotlight update on Mac. That UI looks wonderful too. My god. I can't wait to see MacBook Ultra. Spotlight understands that the thing is for the Siri. So Spotlight basically is now a Siri thing. Maybe they will update some buttons on the keyboard too in the future. Who knows? Because those features are quite translucent now. They show that they've got some different formats of files, but still Siri can work with them from its context. We can select files and ask some things about it, so we can compare. Yeah, it helps visualize all everything in one specific window. Yeah, I really like those little animations here and there. So when he clicks on the search bar, it responds with some wobbling animation. Yeah. Siri deals with misspelling, so wonderful. Yeah, we're basically a lot of doing waiting process. They don't cut those moments. They just showing the person and the computer, so they show us the real experience with the Siri. Really like it, really appreciate it, Apple. Finally, you delivered it. It's not abstract queries and questions to Siri. It's the real cases, real use cases. Finally. Siri app, finally. My god. So basically Siri app is needed you to see some history of your questions, your communication with it. And it's shared across all the devices. Oh my god, I even don't understand how it will be trashing our iCloud account with those things. I'm afraid a little. We got new upgrade here. Well, I'm not sure about that grid. I hope they will allow us to change it. Because it's basically like 5 apps and that's it. Interesting. Like Siri now, it's like magical bubble which speaks with you. It's literally a bubble. Wonderful. Works in Vision OS too. Sebastian experience. They improved their visual intelligence. So basically it's like Google Lens to check out the surroundings. Oh, you can use your visual intelligence to split the bill between people. They updated the selector of the photo with some glossy effect. Oh my god. And ask Siri from that selection. Wonderful. That's so handy. It feels like it really takes time to learn it all. It really improves the experience with the macOS. Brings it on a new level. I'm amazed. So placed image info to the calendar just to making a screenshot is really handy. I guess Siri may make the Vision Pro is much more handy device too, because you see on the thing and you can use Siri about the surroundings like physical objects, web pages. Wonderful. So anywhere you type, you have access to Siri basically, like using Pages app, for example. Yeah, is it okay with my iPad? Proofreading now is improved also across all other apps. Wonderful. I guess they nailed it, taking to the fact that Apple has that strong lineup of devices and now they can improve it by Apple Intelligence is wonderful. That's what we expected finally. And it took them only 2 years to deliver, maybe even less, because they were powered by Gemini. It will be only working in English. That's so sorry to hear. Oh my god. So they spent 22 minutes on discussing Apple Intelligence. That not much, but that's still a lot. And they show us new applications which they improved. Oh my god. I'm so grateful they also find some space in their hard schedule not to only improve the sustainability of the systems but to improve the applications itself, add new Siri. It's really wonderful update. And will be supported by iPhone 11. Wonderful. Safari improvements. So Apple Intelligence finds similarities in open tabs in Safari and unites them but those groups. I heard about that lake feature, but they delivered it only now. Really handy, I guess. But we have to try it. Because it's not useful to have open tabs as many as it can be sometimes. But our computer is so powerful to handle it all. So we should have some tools to manage it. Safari can now detect the change in some page image. And you can say like, notify me when some person will make a message for me, or they publish a ticket, I guess, and they will allow us to do that. Oh my god. Oh, we can make an extension for web page by describing what we want. So basically it's a widget, the same thing which Google showed us recently, as far as I understand. One tap to update all your passwords. Well, I never needed that. I was okay to update them just manually clicking, but I guess it's now much more easier to update them all. So it's about acceleration, yeah. So basically now you can type information into calendar and it will understand how to change the whole calendar note based on your typing or voice input. Great. Shortcuts and home improvements. It feels like they're adding so many things here and there. It's for me quite hard to keep up. Wonderful. So based on camera content, it now can generate some text based on that and may connect some videos together into the film to show you some event. So basically some man appeared, put some bowl of fruits, and the raccoon appeared and started eating that. Wonderful. Interesting. Yeah, and you can search objects across cameras just typing a voice messaging to Siri, I guess. Wonderful. They're improving shortcuts. Yeah, like shortcuts app, I like it. Yeah, parts of creating it quite complicated. And now we can describe a shortcut to make a shortcut. Wonderful. Oh my god. They've been teasering that feature, I guess. They've been leaking that. And now we can get it. That's also a wonderful thing because now we can accelerate so many processes and pipelines in the system and share with them across all other users, with our family, with our friends. Like it. There's never been time to try shortcuts. Yeah, I really like shortcuts, but they are not that handy sometimes. Sometimes for my ideas they require some JavaScript, and now you can do a lot of things. They updated image playground, so now yeah, images quality improved wonderfully. So many beautiful pictures. They are so photorealistic almost. You can change styles of your image. Yeah, I guess it's also been powered by Gemini. Gemini solved many problems for Apple. It's been the right decision, I guess. They're losing some competitorship here, but who said that every company should develop their own AI? I guess Apple has its own set of great hardware, so it makes it so wonderful to use. Yeah, highlight the object, and you can resize an object. So regenerate rotatively in the loop again and again. And change the size of the image to fit in your content media. Lock screen wallpapers and content images might be generated by AI. Yeah, it's quite expected. So as we described it recently. I guess it's also about AI, a lot about AI. They just separated it in another section. And Photos app, finally, now. New editing tools, show us. Help photographers enhance their images, okay. I hope you won't spoil the photos. Yeah. Clean up, extend, and reframe. It's also been leaked, but it's wonderful to see it. Yeah, we could remove them, but now you'll improve that feature even more, I guess. Fascinating, but it's not a real photo now, many people saying. Yeah, we might need another aspect ratio, and we can extend the photo. It really been extended quite greatly. It looks so smooth. It's, I guess, maybe even better than on Samsung. You can change the composition of the photo. And now you can use spatial reframing. And they showing it in the real hand phone. They added specific Apple Intelligence button, not for cleanup only. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, They have 5 seconds. It takes 5 seconds to shift perspective. Oh my god. Wonderful capability. Reframing feature. I never seen that feature on any devices before that. That's super cool. You can zoom in. Reframe and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's kind of long working actually. 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, it's less than half of the minute. It really interesting. So we can toggle between them and see the change between the composition of the image. Content looks really natural when it's filled in. But it's already not a real photo, it's AI generated. But it's really capability, cool capability. It can save your photo sometimes when you couldn't have enough time to retouch it. Yeah. English, Danish, Deutsch, French, Turkish, Portuguese, Norwegian. Some features will be paid. Okay. So this is our Bantam image. And they show us our features list. Okay. So iPhone 15 won't get those features. This is the right moment to buy your mom an iPhone 17, I guess. So it won't be available almost nowhere except USA, basically. And presentations still goes on. They added new application which may find some clothes based on the image. Yeah, so some improvements to Xcode. And they describing the tools to deliver that. And they improve their display of the application. Yeah, currently it's quite limited. You can't move items as the user do, but now you can check it out too. Interesting. Yeah, so we're summing up with Tim Cook now. Okay, we're finishing basically. We will discuss it all together. I guess we're almost ending the presentation. I think they won't do like their one more detail moment here because they already delivered a lot today. Yeah, today we got in the developer beta, waiting for the fall. So last words of Tim Cook. Shot on iPhone, edited on Mac. And we've got a little advertisement of the new film. So, some music here. They hadn't been doing it for a long time, I guess. And now they invited this man to deliver. He's actually moving in those specific space, uncanny space. So they united in the wrap all the names of the applications. catching. Yeah, let's finish it, I guess, here. I guess he's going to finish it soon. And that's it. Apple event is over, I guess, on this moment, right? I don't know, will they keep that beautiful image here for a long time? So now we can discuss what they added today, what they announced, but they didn't finish the broadcasting yet. Yeah, we will wait for that for a little, and then we will watch all the things. Now, yeah, they finished. And let me check this out. Yeah. So here we are, once again. Do I? Yeah. It's not that super handy. I guess nobody made any message in the chat. But yeah, how can we describe this event? How we can summarize it? It was just a pure magic. I guess Apple will get so much more new users after this, because I've never seen somebody else doing such a smooth experience with AI across all the devices. And let's check it out once again. So we've got some platform improvements, trust and safety, and Apple Intelligence in Series. They made it like that. So they described for us their brand new design. They showed us basically that we can travel back to iOS 18 with its all oldish style, but it's not super. Yeah, it's a little dimmed UI, but still you can change it like that. They updated the icons, all UI across the system elements, so it's not that transclusive, and you can see content separated much more from other things. Yeah, they improved the speed of many elements here and there, so their devices should work faster. They shouldn't do that probably, because they want us to upgrade our software faster and faster, updating our software every single time. But nope, even though recently their business was always built on delivering some of that experience. I don't know, I'm really interested in understanding how all those improvements and Apple Intelligence works on iPhone 11, because I think they won't be delivered there. So as they said, it will start only with iPhone 15 Pro, and that's it. Everything less than that won't get most of the features. So improvements of the speed work, some little tricks here and there with their messages applications. They better understand the image of all the applications on the screen so they can understand better context here and there. They can work better with sharing albums with Android users. They improved their Maps application to show us better images of cities to check those out. And I guess they work pretty smooth. They improved the kids experience too. So to add here and there some little new tricks. Yeah, quite hard to describe. So choosing the access to specific websites, controlling that, and choosing to whom they can talk, and blurring some images which were sent to kids, understanding how much time they should spend in their phone and which apps based on the studies. It's really handy because we're really getting that specific problem that kids don't get that experience of the real world anymore in our technological era. And it works greatly across all the devices, sure. They improved the API for delivering those features based on age of the child or teenager, and we can check it on their website basically. So maybe we can check it right now together. Yeah, child setting, child. Yeah. I guess, yeah, I should open it as a separate page probably. New window. Yeah. Can I put it just here? Can it be that handy? Can I just move the tab? Oh my god. Why is it so hard? I just wanna unite those two pages. Oh my god, no. Okay, alright. I just will change the angle of my camera here so we could see that page basically. Guess it will be much easier. Right? Yeah, here we are. Committed to build a safe and trusted platform for kids. So their new features. Yeah, we could create a child account, but we've got a timetable now for the child to limit the access to specific apps. Kind of handy. Time allowance, improvements of the UI. Yeah, it feels like it's not that super much, but it's their value. Their value to emphasize that they improved that area. And it really feels updated. So now kids can install that application. Can I send? Yeah, we can check manage contacts. Yeah. So we can approve some new contact. Yeah, new number in their list, contact list. Yeah, they added new buttons, pause device use, or just simply allow unlimited use. So you can just use your phone as the remote control to pause at any time, wherever you think that it's enough for phone use. Quite handy. And it's all works across all the applications still. I don't know, I don't feel that they updated here that much. I guess schedule is the most handy thing. I don't remember, was it there before? And that's it, I guess. Some recommendations based on their age, probably, but nothing much than that, I guess. Right? So what else? Kids experience improvements. Maybe we can get some dedicated page for Apple Intelligence, probably. So let me check it too. No, they still didn't update Apple Intelligence page. iOS 2027 maybe from Apple. Probably. Oh yeah, so they got something here. Press release. Let's check the press release together, shall we? I see no comments here yet, but that's all right. Yeah, some improvements for iOS 27. Is it at a dedicated page? Oh yeah, we've got for each a dedicated page. So we have an overview of all the updates here. Oh no, I wanna see that specific page. New Siri lives in your dynamic island now. Next generation enhancement of photos, so you can reframe the position of it. Handy, yeah. Search and take actions with visual intelligence. And yeah, child, design. Yeah, it's just an overview with all those features which we already been watching throughout the Apple event. Yeah, many things. Let's start with iOS. So now Siri lives in dynamic island. We already got it. We can type to it to talk, and it's much easier to do that now, because I guess the previous UI interface wasn't that handy. We've seen that. Siri can use Siri stop. So Siri can start visual.
You can say things like set a reminder, play music.
Yeah, Siri, stop it, please. And you can translusively move from Siri mode to Apple, visual to visual intelligence search. Okay, it's like basically Google Lens. Child safety features. Yeah, they separated those things, but they still kind of try and deliver the same thing on each page. Now, like, you remember on the previous presentation, like 2 years ago, like you could send some requests to photo applications, like show me photos from when I went to Spain, and now they can deliver that finally. You can use Siri as an accessor to basically all the apps. Like you could create a reminder, call somebody, rotate, but yeah, you couldn't rotate photo left, for example. You could create a new event, send a mail, sure, but now I guess it will be made easier. You can ask some simple questions. We get a Siri application basically with all the previous conversations with her to see. Siri mode and camera. Using some visual intelligence, let you search, ask questions, and take actions based on what around you. I guess we could ask about the nutritions based on the food, for example. We could change the pitch, speed, tone, accent of the Siri to mimic to our taste. Yeah, that's wonderful. New basically free features like clean app. No, it's like 2.5 maybe. Clean app was improved, right? So you can easily delete the objects on the image. Extend allows you to add more space around the photo, and reframe. It basically improved the extend feature, I guess, because now you can rotate it and then regenerate it maybe. Image generation was also improved by Gemini. Some suggestions been improved. Yeah, so we could, in iMessages, we can now get some additional buttons to add, to create a reminder or a note from somebody's message. I don't know how handy it is, but maybe it sometimes could be. You can get some relevant information based on your call. I also think that it should be checked twice, because some things as this Google been teasering several months ago, and MKBHD said they couldn't get that specific feedback from the intelligence on their Pixel. Maybe Apple fixed that, but I'm not sure. Safari works smarter, so now it separates all your pages, not even on your MacBook, not on your Mac OS, but also in your Safari. So you can see here, 9 pages associated with coffee, 6 pages are associated with activewear. That's handy. So now it's a clutter of topics, not pages. Faster fixing of passwords, handy. You can describe a shortcut for a shortcut applications to make your own one. I don't know, sometimes it's really needed to do some JavaScript code. Will it generate some JavaScript to make it all work? We will see. But even doing some simple things, it's quite handy, because shortcut applications was made for intelligence to basically put things together as a puzzle to make it work. Yeah, it will be very handy, like to say my phone, hey Siri, create some shortcut which could deliver for me changing the wallpapers from white version to black version, like in the morning, each morning, for example. Now it just shows me the search results. No, Siri, not your output here. Yeah, some kids improvements again. Every little detail makes it all delightful. Yeah, design refinements, faster performance, even for iPhone 11, smoother network transitioning. Yeah, it's already been great. I guess. I found some bug with AirDrop. Basically, it starts working on the large amount of photos or videos sending from one device to another, and I should start up again, reboot my iPhone or MacBook to work again with AirDrop each time. So I was airdropping hundreds and thousands of images and files, and AirDrop can't deliver that currently that great. Maybe they fixed that. I hope they fixed that. They could do that because they're selling that they improved their performance. And so much more to check out. So support for iOS27. It's even will be available for iPhone SE second generation. Could you believe that? Could you believe that? But Apple Intelligence and iOS27 is not the same thing. macOS, what's new here? Like the new search bar here, our spotlight with suggestions, some understanding of context on your screen, reframe feature again, selection again and again. Yeah, not that much new, right? Yeah, it's also not that new. Help in all right places. Yeah, it's getting quite repetitive, isn't it? Yeah, it's all the same. It's all the same. Why then you separated all those things? Swipe down to reframe. Swipe down in apps like Safari to get up-to-date information in your apps. Well, it's already been up there as far as I understand. News, mail. Can I do it in the mail right now? Can I? Because I could do that in Safari already. Maybe they updated that feature even more. No, calendar just swipe down, like it doesn't update it, it just moves the elements. That's weird. So what MacBooks will support it? Mac Mini with Silicon, Mac Studio 2022 and later. Okay, Mac Pro with Apple Silicon 2023. I guess there's no more devices like older than 2020 basically. MacBook Pro with Apple Silicon. Yeah. So I guess my Mac for this time supports it. Yeah. At least for now, I will be made to update my MacBook next year. Oh, that's so unfortunate, but it still delivers a lot of power. iPadOS. Is it the same picture here? Basically, yeah, it is. It is. It is. Well, they really made me feel like they added so many special things. Yeah, what devices support iPadOS? Let me check it. Yeah, our chat is still empty. Okay. So iPad A60, iPad 9th generation, okay. iPad mini A17 Pro, okay. It's not that old, I guess. iPad mini 6th generation, okay, yeah, okay. iPad Air 11-inch 4th generation, as well as quite an old device. I have actually iPad Air M2, so I will be able to update it still. Cool. WatchOS. Did they drop the support of... Yeah, it's how Siri looks on the watch. Handy. The story. Yeah, so you can get the Siri application even your Apple Watch too. So it's the new menu here. I guess you will be able to set it up, but I don't think that it's too handy. Basically, that's what delivered our wallpaper. And now they put all the applications into another button. I don't like it. Yeah, some gestures. Open a Smart Stack widget with one hand. Can you play it for me? Single tap gesture. Oh, so basically we've got one more gesture. Before that we had like gesture type twice to open some widgets, for example, from this face, gesture to close it, and now single type to open this thing with Siri in center. But still we can select items using just one hand. It would be quite handy. But I see that intention improving all those gestures, gestures again and again. I guess they already made the whole map of gestures, but they delivering gesture by gesture every single year. I guess they could deliver it much faster, and it would be much handy for people who have some problems with access to the second hand, I guess. The workout buddy keeps you motivated with new insights, fitness data. Yeah, workout buddy, I guess, was improved. Yeah, you see, it feels like they updated more with watchOS, because basically your iPhone, iPad, MacBook, it's almost the same device. It's a giant screen, but for Apple Watch, they quite limited, and they always need to create some separate new single page to unite all those things. Cycle tracking for women improvements. Yeah, menopause support, so they can check that, well, you probably might be pregnant or have a menopause for some other reasons. I don't know. Cool. Just ask Siri AI. So basically, I guess this thing, the new Siri, improves experience a lot for Apple Watch too. Because it's a little abandoned device. It's helpful in so many little things here and there, and you understand it only when you lose it. But I hope the new Siri will help me to improve it. Now it's not that handy to make notes, because I'm trying to say something to my notes app and it can't hear me properly. And I hope the new Siri will help me with that too. It can't understand, like, I don't know, how to make a notification, so I have to make some specific scenario to ask her about it. I can open maybe my tracking applications, maybe use my wallpaper and ask Siri, I don't know, about some math. Who knows, maybe some currency courses. So on and so go. I hope Siri will help to improve that, the new Siri. Yeah. So, anything else? Say whole lot or even more motivation. They didn't say much about it. Every little detail makes it all delightful. Design refinements, updated liquid glass insurance, exceptional readability with more uniform refraction and improved contrast. Okay, so basically you're telling us you had a lot of problems with contrast here and there with that version of your software. So Apple Watch Ultra free, okay, to where is Apple Watch Ultra 1? Guys, watchOS requires iPhone 11 or later, or iPhone SE second generation, and one of the following Apple Watch models. That's quite a short list, guys. So in one moment they dropped support for Watch 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god. So all the watches which you could buy with before iPhone 15, basically. So that's the cutting line. Jesus Christ. They want to push the sales of the Apple Watch. Thankfully God, my Apple Watch Ultra 2 been updated. But I know my colleague, he wears his Apple Watch Ultra first, and he won't be delivered with watch OS 27. It's the fastest support drop. I guess it's all about new Siri capabilities, so it needs a lot of to calculate on the device, probably. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't, but that's the Apple choice to deliver you a new experience. Yeah, we've seen that already on the presentation. So basically it does all the same thing. Turn your panorama into a spatial scene and set it as your new personal environment. Yeah. Nothing specially new, I would say. New curved windows. Let you comfortably see more content. Yeah, so curved windows, okay. Quick look updates. New quick look enhances let you override materials. Okay, that's also their own thing here. And new environment. Thorsmork. Yeah, it looks like it was written in German or Norwegian. Okay, faster Wi-Fi connection. Alright, I don't understand what's... Well, it brings all the same experience with all the new Siri here and there. And Apple Intelligence button. Was it here before? So basically all those separation is no needed. It's all here. It's all presented here. It's all the same. The same features you get access to in all the devices. But they dropped a lot of all previous devices. They kept many iPhones, but they dropped watches. Because they need to push their sales, I guess. They've been stagnating a lot recently. Yeah. And that's our products. Yeah, so as they said, iPhone 16 was built from ground up to deliver those things, and they didn't lie. iPhone 16 or iPhone 15 Pro Max, it's the cutting line of all those new experience which was seen recently. Mac Mini supports it, that's wonderful. Yeah, this the full list of the devices, isn't it? It's all about iPhones. iPhones, iPad. Yeah, it's easier here written. iPad Air and 1 later. Yeah, so they use here chips to describe the devices which will get those hands. Okay, so iPad Air is this generation 6 as far as I remember, maybe. Yeah. Mini, it's a new device. It's almost a brand new device, but still. Apple Vision Pro, M2 and later. Okay, but it's the first generation basically. MacBook Neo, sure. MacBook Air, M1, sure. Long distance support, 2020. But I think Apple iPad Mini A17 been released like 2023. Mac Studio, Mac Pro. Okay, at least on your computer, it's the longest support, or on your iPhone. That's great, but not Apple Watch. No. So we stopped on the child safety, and we already know all those features here and there. I'd like to rewatch that specific moment when he was holding the phone in his hand. to see more details. So he's been asking Siri, Stern Grove Festival. So he's been checking the information about the festival, making a reminder from that specific, turning on the music from there, asking about the place. What's the place of that photo made? Yeah, his new address. Allowing to access the context in your messages app. Will it work in Telegram or in the, oh my god, how that application called? We call it Snapchat. Yeah, will it work with Snapchat? I guess they will be delivering it, trying to deliver it till September in the fast pace. Yeah, so based on the image, Siri helped him to find it in the Maps app. That's cool. Yeah, you can ask it about to find some images in Photos app. Cool. You can generate albums with it. Yeah, so basically everything you could do in the photos, I guess Siri can handle it. How fast it might be comparing to just getting into the application, it's a question. But I guess it improves all the accessibility experience too. For many people, if you can voice anything, but you, I don't know, lost your arm, you can definitely get better with all those things. You can change the voice of Siri. You've got like 5 options here. Some accents, pace. That's the interface. It's also integrated into their CarPlay, right? It would be quite handy if they could show it us on this page too, like a separate iOS, like just OS here, right? Generate Jinmoji, create high quality Jinmoji. I'm interested to see how Jinmoji will be enhanced by those things. Yeah, this guy also showed us a lot of things. I've put together a plan to visit your pin parks in New York, starting in Midtown and heading south through Manhattan and Brooklyn. So you can create your own timetable with that, right? Based on this conversation, it looks like his previous name was Rico, and there is a suggestion to choose a name that rhymes so that it doesn't get confused. Nico, Chico, Pico, would you like to suggest one of those to the group? So, yeah, it understands the context of your messages. Okay, to help you choose the name of the animal, for example. Yeah. New search bar. Access to Teams. Here. Okay. I want to plan a watch party for the Brazil. Yeah. So he plans the dishes for that party. And it uses Wikipedia to make some suggestions. Cool. What was that desert Maria mentioned recently? Yeah, so he also suggests that Siri now knows your text messages. You can ask anything about it, like what she mentioned, what was there, what was here, what was... I don't know, I may lose my phone number sometimes, and I can ask, hey Siri, hey Siri, what's my number of that service support, and they may deliver it, I guess. Yeah, it really helps to search for information. So basically Siri, it's the search tool. Siri, it's that specific thing across the system. I would pray for them to improve that feature on helping people with settings app. So our parents could ask like, how to change my keyboard on this phone, and Siri could deliver a great instruction for that. Because sometimes even Germany doesn't understand the new interface of the operating system of iOS, and they always should update their database of text set to handle it all. So basically, I hope they should connect the Gemini to their documentation, their latest documentation for many languages. It's a huge work to do, I guess, to improve that all. Yeah, what do you think about the new icons? Most of them look quite similar to previous, but they definitely updated the Finder icon. I liked previous more. I guess many of them look a little cartoonish here and there. Not that glassy, I would say, for this time. In any window you can access Siri. Yeah. What else?
I didn't get that. Could you try?
Yeah. Basically, maybe it looks that huge because that's what Gemini can do. But now the whole system, your messages, your maybe weather app, your notifications, your calendar, your photos, it's all a context for the Siri. And some features might be paid and not be that accessible as they said. So for creating the new images, reframing it, you should do that separately, I guess. And I'm concerned about the storage, how that data will demand how much more iCloud information to handle there. I'm so afraid, because now I'm okay with 5 gigabytes of iCloud on all my devices. But maybe this update will make people to upgrade their storage. I would wait for them to upgrade the storage limit in that case, because 5 gigabytes is barely enough to work okay. And those languages to support that thing. YouTube, handle it, please. Work. I know that people watched that together with me, but languages, iCloud Plus, and the beta content. That's what they've been describing all this time. Many things, but not all of them still. But they definitely updated Siri. And they also been showing many more things together in the same time, I guess, with the presentation on other channels. Apple Developer, for example. Oh, soon. It's coming soon. Right? Okay. Not today, I guess. In 3 days, they will deliver that. Camera and photo technologies. Rope lab. Yeah, wonderful. I'm so sorry that I'm not Apple developer, but I guess they need such a huge amount of people to deliver that experience across many APIs. Indeed. Okay, that's it. That's what we've seen today together. I didn't get any comments from people on my translation and my streaming, but that's alright, because I'm only starting. Thank you very much for joining me today, to watching it. Hope you like it. See you next time. I hope I will improve that channel in the future too.